Taxes and income lesson 8, filing your own taxes versus hiring a professional. In this lesson, you're going to learn about two different options for filing your taxes. In the US, the typical tax year runs from January 1st to December 31st. Taxes withheld or owed for earnings during the 2022 year would be filed with the IRS in 2023. The tax window to file typically is from the end of January until mid-April every year. If for some reason you need more time, you can file for an extension, which gives you until mid-October to file your taxes. This is where your tax refund comes from. You have to pay all of your taxes based on your income bracket, and if you qualify for credits or deductions, you get money back because technically you paid the IRS more than you owed. When it comes to taxes, people usually have a lot of negative feelings. For one, taxes are super boring, overly complicated, and confusing. Secondly, there is an underlying fear of doing something incorrectly and being in trouble with the IRS. In reality, taxes are actually pretty simple as long as you have your ducks in a row. And there are two ways to do this. You can use a tax preparation company online to file your taxes yourself, or you can pay a tax professional to file your taxes for you. At your age, you're probably only going to have one job and don't claim any dependents, so filing your taxes is fairly easy. But as you get older and your life changes, things can get a little more confusing. You might have multiple jobs, get married, buy a house, have kids, make some investments, or maybe you decide to start your own business. All of those things can make filing your taxes more complicated. When it comes to filing your own taxes using an online tax preparation software, there are both free and paid options. The IRS has a tax preparation software called Free File, and many of the large tax preparation companies like TurboTax, H&R Block, Free Tax USA, and TaxAct also allow you to file for free if you have a simple tax return. If you have over a certain amount of income or have additional forms to file, you may not qualify for the free versions and could have a small fee to pay. The more complex your tax situation is, the more advanced software you will need to file your taxes on your own. The advanced software can be a little pricey compared to the basic versions, but it's still significantly lower than hiring an accountant or tax preparer to file your taxes for you. If you don't want to file taxes on your own, you can hire someone to do it for you, such as a tax preparer or CPA, which stands for Certified Public Accountant. If your tax situation is more complex, having someone handle it for you can save you a lot of time and stress. These services do cost more than filing on your own, so be sure to ask about their fees up front. So what's the difference between a CPA and a tax preparer? A licensed tax preparer is a person who receives a certification for basic tax prepping. They typically work for the IRS or a large tax agency. A CPA is a licensed professional who has specialized education and training in accounting for businesses and individuals. CPA can help with tax strategy, record keeping, and will also help you prepare in the event that you are audited by the IRS. If you are concerned about being audited, you can add audit protection, which is kind of like insurance. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. If you choose to use an online tax preparation software, most of them provide full representation in the event of an audit for an additional fee. If you hire a CPA, they should be able to represent you and negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. If the IRS determines that you owe them money for federal taxes, you have the ability to dispute certain IRS determinations in tax court. This is where having some of the audit protection can work in your favor because you won't have to navigate this alone. Roughly half of the people who go to tax court are able to get a reduction on the money they owe. You just learned about two different ways that you can file your taxes, and hopefully you have a better understanding about which option is best for your situation.